So you have a unique opportunity here in that you're taking over some very strong brands in addition to your existing portfolio of beauty brands during a down economy, but they are the leaders in their categories in many cases. What are the unique challenges around that in terms of you're not trying to necessarily steal share, although you would probably always like to do that, but trying to stay at the top of the game? Is there a unique way that you look at the business when you're in that number one spot?
Well, I think it's very much about being relevant, so providing the kinds of products and brands that consumers want, and also it's about value. So we really have worked to make sure that our brands are connecting with women and that we're providing them the kinds of products that really meet their needs. We've been bringing innovation at the same pace or even an accelerated pace versus what we did before the economic downturn, and I think that innovation has been exciting and fun and attractive to consumers. And then we've also been trying to connect with them in more relevant ways. We've really shifted a lot of our marketing into more education, more entertainment, digital connections. Really, I think the days of talking at consumers through advertising, selling, where we want to be are over. And so we've shifted a lot of our brand communication to connect with consumers when they want the information with the level of information that they'd like to see from us.
What are some of the challenges ahead in the beauty business, and how do you look at those, and how do you plan to stay on top of them?
What's exciting about the beauty business is that it is large and attractive and growing. So the beauty business globally is about a $200 billion business. If you think about all of the services that are related to beauty that women also have, whether it's a manicure or getting your hair done at the salon or a professional treatment of some kind, $350 billion. And we're still only just shy of a $20 billion business, so we have tremendous opportunity, I think, for growth.
Also wanted to talk about beauty in this economy. So people often talk about women don't give up their beauty routine. It's one of the small luxuries. They can buy a lipstick when the economy's down. Is there any truth to that? What brands have stood up the best during this tough economic climate?
Well, I think the economy has had an impact on virtually all industry, but beauty has held up very well overall. We've still continued to grow even during the recession. I believe that consumers have really shifted more to brands that they trust, because sometimes the most costly mistake is buying something that doesn't work for you, that either isn't a product technology that works for your hair type or a shade of cosmetics that isn't right. And so they've really gone to the brands that they trust. And then the second is accessibility. The traffic has remained higher in outlets where consumers believe that they can find a good value for a variety of products. And we're very happy that we have our big brands like Pantene and Olay and CoverGirl in those outlets.
In your new role as global head of beauty, you are going to be doing a lot of traveling, I imagine, into new and emerging markets, and one of those, I'm sure, is Asia. And so can you talk a little bit about the customer, the female consumer in China, and how she's different than female beauty consumers around the world?
I think what's the same about women around the world at different income levels and in different parts is their interest in looking and feeling their best and the confidence that brings them. I think China represents that as well. What's very interesting about the market in China, and different from many other places, is that it's actually the younger generation who has embraced new products and different ways of expressing their beauty quicker, and so they're actually educating their moms. So whereas in a lot of developed markets, beauty rituals and traditions are passed down from grandmother to mother to daughter, in China it's quite the opposite, where the younger generation is really setting those trends and getting their mothers to try new different things that they hadn't tried before.